And that kind of changed my life, because since then I was looking a little bit at TikTok shop, and I thought, oh, I can do that, guys, of course I can. Yeah, so I started to do TikTok shop, and that's it. You know, I'm a firm believer in things happen for a reason, and things fall into place when they're the right decisions. And it's not often we've had a lot of wrong decisions, but just life has just been really great and fallen into place.
So today's guest is Sharon, or Shaz, and this is her chapter.
So I'm Sharon, or Shaz. I'm 54. I am 55 this month. Oh my goodness. At the moment, I am semi-retired. I gave up HR 2 years ago. But I would say I'm probably in the best time of my life, because when I was younger, I was chasing money. Now I'm older, I'm chasing time. And I've got the time, and I'm finding that happy balance between life and work, and just being with friends and family and loving life.
Gosh, that sounds brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go on to the next question then. And it might seem a bit counterintuitive, this question now. You're in a really good place. But going back a little bit, can you tell me and tell everybody that's watching, what was the moment you knew your life needed to change some while ago to get you to where you are now?
Okay. My life did absolutely change when I met my husband in 2017. Okay. So I was working 60 hours a week. I was working all over the country, and I didn't have any time. I met my husband by chance. We met online. He won't like me saying that, but we met online, and it was love at first sight for both of us. And he eventually knew I was working so many hours, I wasn't seeing him in the week. So he said, why don't you suggest going part-time? So I did suggest that to my HR director at the time, and she said yes. So I went to 4 days a week. I was making lots of people redundant, and then I was made redundant. So obviously I reevaluated my life at that point, and then I got a job 3 days a week. So obviously the reduction of hours to give myself more time with my husband and my family. And same happened again. I actually was making people redundant, then I got made redundant. There's a little bit of a pattern going on here, by the way. And I decided to take 3 months off, at which I started to make wax melts and candles. So I did a stall.
Oh, wow.
So I did a market stall for 3 months, which was fab. Really enjoyed that, by the way.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, so something totally different, out of my comfort zone. Absolutely loved the market people. Brilliant.
Yeah.
But then obviously it wasn't paying an awful lot. You know, I was HR for 30 years, so I just thought, okay, let's go back to HR. But I wanted to go back interim, so I went back interim and I got a job straight away. After a month, they asked me to become permanent part-time, and I said yes.
Okay.
Then COVID hit.
Right, yeah, which changed everything.
Changed everything completely. So I was brand new in job. I was working from home for the next year and a half, 2 years, to be fair, kind of everybody changed since COVID. You know, managers didn't really want to manage anymore. They didn't want to manage their staff, so everything fell on HR. Employees were putting lots of grievances in because of anxiety. Like, so much was happening, and it was causing me to be in quite a negative space.
Yeah.
I was with them almost 3 years, and my husband just said, it was March, no it wasn't, it would have been the September 2022, just give it up.
Yeah.
So I handed my notice in. I had to give 3 months notice. It ended up being 9 months notice.
Oh, wow.
Because they couldn't find the right person.
Gosh.
So literally, obviously I was going from day to day, but I gave up work in March 2023 as a HR person. And that kind of changed my life, because since then I was looking a little bit at TikTok shop, and I thought, oh, I can do that, guys, of course I can. Yeah, so I started to do TikTok shop, and that's it. And I've been doing TikTok shop. I do that as well as other bits as well. So I work with my brother who owns a bar, so I do his social media and stuff for him. And yeah, life's sweet.
So it's just how that sort of circumstance. Oh, and making a decision. That was a B, by the way.
We have a lot of them here. It's countryside.
It's just about making that decision, and then making that decision, because you wouldn't. I'm assuming you wouldn't have gone, you know what, I'm going to leave HR and I'm going to go to some content creation on TikTok. No, that's got my name on it. But because you gave yourself space, that allowed that to come in.
I thought, I can do that. I'm buying stuff. I can do what they're doing. And so that's how it started. So literally, if I can do it, anybody can do it, by the way, because I'm really not a salesperson. But do you know what? I have been doing it.
Excellent.
So that's, yeah, so it's a little bit of a story,
Yeah.
but that's kind of what happened through my life.
Yeah, and that was when you
yeah.
realised, and the realisation, I suppose, if I was sort of putting that concisely in a sentence, it was that you realised that your job, the pressure of it was changing you,
Yeah,
and
totally.
you needed to get back to who you were. So,
yeah.
and you had an intervention.
I had an intervention. It's like the universe spoke to me and
Yeah.
actually said, "This is not right for you. That's right for you."
Excellent.
And that's what I did.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So the next question is, what have you learned about yourself since starting over or starting your new chapter?
Okay, so I actually think I'm a lot more resilient and adaptive than I ever thought I was, because I'm somebody who likes doing things a certain way. Sometimes as you get older,
Yep.
it's like, well, you know, kind of sometimes you can be blinkered, but actually because of what's happened in life and the changes that I've needed to make, I am pretty resilient and I'll bounce back. So, you know, we've just spoken, I've gone from job to job, sometimes not having another job, but not being bothered about it because I'll find something, you know. So it's just having that change mentality and being able to adapt and be resilient about it and
know that exactly. And that's the thing. I think the trust in yourself and knowing that you will find a way.
Always.
Yeah.
Absolutely always.
Excellent.
I you know, put a dot on myself. I could give myself a tick. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, I'm going to go straight on to the next question.
Okay.
So the next question is, what would you say to another woman over 50 who thinks it's too late? And too late can be anything. Too late to follow that dream, too late to change, too late to, I don't know, be who they always thought they would be.
Well, yeah, so first thing I wrote down was, gosh, am I over 50? Yes, I am. I feel better now in my life than I ever have done. I think I've got more confidence, and you guys who are my age, we've got our worldly ways. You know, we've learned a lot going through Gen X. Of course, we have latchkey kids and stuff like that. So it's having you've got the confidence. You just got to find that inner strength and that you can do it. And, you know, once you've got that positivity around you, and it is about positivity, release the negativity, then yeah, you can do anything. I can do anything if I wanted to. I choose to have quite a sedate life. We go on holiday quite a lot, but I don't have any dreams, but it doesn't mean to say I don't have small goals that I want to get to.
Yeah.
So it's just making those small steps, and I make them bite-sized, so actually they're more achievable. And then it's that night, I love a tick box. So it's not that nice tick box.
So it is. So your message will be that it just trust in yourself again.
Trust in yourself, believe in yourself. You've got the confidence. Just go do it.
Yeah.
And ask people along the way. So I've asked a lot of people a lot of questions along the way. I've done a lot of research about, you know, what I've been doing along the way. I like cake baking, so I do a lot of research about that. My brother needs somebody who's done a food catering hygiene course. So I did it yesterday in 3 hours.
Excellent.
So I literally, you know, so you can do it.
Yeah.
So 3 hours worth of work. I've got level 2 food hygiene certificate.
And the thing is, you'll be drawing from skills that you've done over the years. So it's the fact that you're comfortable doing that course, because you would have, throughout your life, you would have done loads and loads of different courses throughout your career, like we've all had to. So to you, it's just a slight tweak. It's like, I've never done catering, but at the end of the day, it's about learning a certain system and going through it. And like you say, and applying those skills and saying it's just a different thing, but with slight adaptations.
Yeah, it's a can-do attitude. I do have a can-do attitude, and I think there's so much to be said for that. So I don't often think, oh, I just can't do it, I'm not going to do it. Apart from rock climbing, not going to do that. I'm scared of heights.
What's one thing you would tell your younger self?
Okay, so I have written a long sentence. So I've put, Shaz, you know you're going to have some ups and downs in life, but trust in your choices, believe in you, trust your gut, keep living and laughing deeply. I'm going to get emotional. And always, always be thankful and grateful for everyone and everything in your life.
That's lovely.
I know. I'm
so
emotional.
So it's about keeping the faith, isn't it?
Yeah, totally just believe in yourself, really, and you can put your bet on yourself.
Yeah. I think what I'm going to take from everything you're telling me so far is that trust in you.
Yeah.
Because everything you're sort of saying to it, that all comes around to it's trust in your ability, trust your path, trust your choices.
Yeah.
Trust that sort of, and that is difficult because a lot of people don't trust their own judgment.
Always go with your gut.
Yeah.
Go with your gut.
Yeah.
Your gut's right.
And actually, I think is if you trust yourself more, surely that will be like a muscle you'll build, because then if that worked out, and then you go, okay, well, it worked out okay last time, and then you do it again, and then there will be times when it doesn't quite work out, because we can't always sort of, get it right. But it's okay, but trust I will somehow get myself through it, or I will make good of whatever the situation is.
When it comes right, imagine that confidence that comes with it.
Definitely, yeah, and patting yourself on your back.
Yeah.
Because this is all called 50 stories, and obviously in stories you have chapters. So if you had to name this new chapter of your life, what would you call it and why?
So I would call it Serendipity. And the reason I call that is actually ever since I met my husband, it's just brought me unexpected joy, is the only way to describe it. So I don't go chasing anymore, I trust. So it's hard to explain. So, I'm a firm believer in things happen for a reason and things fall into place when they're the right decisions. And it's not often we've had a lot of wrong decisions, but just life has just been really great and fallen into place. And I feel very honoured and blessed and grateful for everything I have in my life. And I just stumbled upon happiness basically, or it stumbled upon me, shall we say? And we all go through ups and downs in our lives, don't we? And it's actually how you come through the other side. And I'm just really grateful that I've just got the world basically with my family and friends.
Oh, you so that that's. I mean, you're in a very lucky position that you feel like that. But like you say, you've gone through ups and downs, and it's the fact that, I mean, obviously there's loads of talk about manifestation and stuff like
I believe in that,
but I do believe that is if there's, like you say, if you are thankful for what you've got, and I personally I always try and put a positive spin on everything, because life is tricky, life is difficult, and I've gone through personal stuff myself. But I know I wouldn't say it's my personal position is I deserved it from losing my husband and stuff, but I am blessed that I had an amazing marriage for 20 years, and I still know he's with me, and I know he's taught me stuff, and I know he's given me strength for me to carry on. So there will always be something, and you can make things that go wrong in your life define you. You can make things that go right in your life define you, and then you're always going to have a better outcome if it's the latter, aren't you?
Absolutely. So I literally look at my life that I've been on a cloud looking down at my life. I don't believe that something in my past actually has happened, but if that hasn't happened, I wouldn't have taken the path I have and be here now.
Yeah.
So I have to be grateful for that. I can't be angry or anything about that. You are angry at the time, aren't you? But anger is not a very good emotion to actually keep with you, is it? So, it's just about moving on and making it better. And that's what I've managed to do. And I feel happy about it.
Well, on that note, I've got a little gift. Thank you for your time.
Oh, bless you.
So it's manage your expectations. But if you just want to have a look at that, and it's just as a thank you for taking part, and I want to collect a series of chapters. There's other ladies like Sharon I'm talking to that have got to 50 and have just decided to make a change. So this is your chapter. So
Oh, this is exciting.
So I don't know if you wanted to show it and read it out.
There we go. Chapter 50, Serendipity. I love that word. The film's very good, by the way, as well. This is the chapter where Sharon lets life unfold on her terms. After weathering storms, she's now standing in a steadier place, one shaped by choice, not chance. That's true. Here, her 50s aren't something to fix. They're a season of realignment, quiet confidence, and doing things her way. She's not rushing, not performing, just staying open. Because Sharon knows that when you leave room for what feels right, life has a way of meeting you halfway. That is true. This isn't luck, it's serendipity, and it's hers to shape, one intentional step at a time. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. And it's been a real joy
that's lovely.
meeting you. And
likewise.
And I just hope that there's other ladies that will see Sharon's stories and go.
Hello.
And obviously Sharon's across. What's your TikTok handle?
It's Shaz_, keeping it simple.
So you're on there daily, aren't you? Doing all your TikTok finds and stuff like that.
Yeah. I've just opened one up called Mr. and Mrs. Tappers with the husband.
Oh, okay.
But it's just small at the moment.
Oh,
but I'm there. Come and say hello. Love to chat.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And I will see you soon. Please follow, because there'll be more 50 stories, because I think it's a story worth telling. There are some amazing regular women out there doing amazing things. So yeah, just follow for the next one.